Hello and welcome to the Rich and Simple Living. My name's Maria, and if you're new here, I vlog home life things, homeschooling, a little bit of urban homesteading, cooking, which is what we're going to be doing today, and all kinds of other bits and pieces connected to home life really. So like I say, today we're going to be doing some cooking and in the air fryer, and I'm going to be doing an egg custard tart. So I'm going to bake the pastry case first, I think then. So I'm going to just bring you down. I've already done the pastry because any of you that have seen previous vlogs of mine will know that I batch make my pastry and put it into deep freeze. So yesterday I was doing a chicken pie for tea, and I took some pastry out, and I took 2 rolls out and had enough left to make almost another full roll. So I thought, oh, I'll line my pastry case ready for tomorrow, which is today. So that's what I did. Rather than waste it all, I lined my pastry case ready and popped it in the fridge overnight. So I'll just bring you down, you can see. So there it is. I've just got a small flan dish. Normally I've got a nice big one when I do it in the oven, but the big one won't fit into the air fryer. So I'm going to have to do it in a small one. But I tend to find that it's easy enough to adjust, because in my big one I do 4 eggs to a pint of milk. So it equals something like 1 egg to every quarter of milk, quarter pint of milk, and a spoon of sugar to each quarter. So it's easy enough to do. I just measured how much liquid fitted in this little flan dish, and it was half a pint. I did think it was, but I like to check, and it was half a pint. So that's going to be 2 eggs to half a pint of milk and 2 spoons of sugar. But first of all, we're going to bake the pastry case. So I'll just bring it back down. First of all, I'm going to make some holes into the case. It has been in the fridge overnight, so it's nicely rested. Got plenty of little holes in it. Hopefully that will prevent it bubbling everywhere. There we go, that should be enough. Line it with some foil or some greaseproof paper. I'm a bit lazy and just took one of these parchments I've got for the air fryer. Might be a little bit big for this, but will do. And then we're going to chip some beans into it. These are just old beans that I use in the garden. When I grow my beans, I always seed save, so I never buy new beans. And these were just like a lot of old extra ones, because you always end up with loads. And I keep them now in this tub for blind baking. So I'm going to put them on there just to weight it down a bit. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to put it into the air fryer at 160 for 10 minutes. See, make sure we switch it on first. I've got a habit of forgetting to switch it on. So we'll just pop that out. We'll put the pastry case in. I'm afraid it's hard to see this and see me, but as I'm going across here, I won't bring it down, just put that in. So there we go, switch it on. So I'm going to bake, find me bake. I just realised I've got the wrong glasses, and I'm always doing this. I have reading glasses and glasses just for normal everyday wear. And then I come to look at something and I'm squinting and realise I've got the wrong glasses on. So we want a little cake picture for bake. And what did I say, 160 for 10 minutes. So we've got it on bake, 160 for 10 minutes. I'll switch it on, and we'll leave that now just to blind bake the pastry case, and then we'll make the filling and do the rest. So while that's doing, and I've just swapped my glasses so I can see what I'm doing, I thought we'll do the mix, get the mix ready. So what I'm going to do first of all, I've got half a pint of milk, and I'm just going to warm that slightly in the microwave. So I'm just going to nip behind you and do that, rather than swing you around. It won't take 2 minutes just to put that in. I'm going to warm it up, probably about 2 minutes I'll give it. There we are. So that's on warming up. So while that's doing, I'm going to beat the eggs. So I've got the 2 eggs. I've been moaning about buying shop eggs, and I'd had to buy another tray of shop eggs. And yesterday, my chickens laid me 3 eggs. So I was quite pleased. I'm hoping that that's going to get better. Right, so we'll pop the 2 eggs in there and just beat them. Yes, I'm hoping that's on the up and it'll get better. We do need some new chickens, some new point of lay chickens, because we specifically have them for the eggs. So I do need to get some more, but probably towards the back end of the summer will be better. Because these will lay slowly throughout the summer. It's just they seem to have stopped laying in the winter at the moment, whereas before they were laying as good as in summer. But they're older now. So there we are with whisking that. I'm going to pop 2 spoons of sugar in, 2 tablespoons. So 1, 2, back on there. And I'm going to beat that in with it. And then as soon as the milk's done, we're going to mix all of that together. Right, so we'll just wait for the milk now. That shouldn't take very long. So we've got the milk done. Bring it down a bit more so you can see. I'm going to pour the milk into the egg mix. Stir it around as I do. Sounds like good timing. The pastry case is done. I'm going to give that a mix round. Just pop that up there, out of the way. And then we'll just bring that out. Oh, I could do with a bigger kitchen. Santa never bought me one. I'm always saying I could do with a bigger kitchen. It's tea towel because I'll probably have to lift it out. Get it out. There we go. Put that to one side a minute. Bring it down a little bit more so you can see this is the trouble with having a small kitchen. Up, down, up, down. So we'll lift the beans out. Seem to have sweated it a bit under there. But there we go. Let's bring that bit down a bit so you can see. So we've got the case done. It's where to put everything in my house. What we're going to do now then, we're going to pour the mix in. And hopefully it won't go over the top. Hopefully it'll be just right. This is what I hate, runny liquids and putting it into the air fryer. Which will have, I put it on my towel and my towel's a bit unlevel. There we go. Put that onto the side. So what I'm going to do, I've been taking on board everyone's advice lately. So I'm going to put a strip of foil in here. So I'm hoping I'll be able to bring it out when it's hot. I don't know whether I should have put it under there. Imagine no, because if I put it under there and lifted it, it'd have gone whoosh and it'd be everywhere. So that's going to be a job in itself. So I'm going to put that in the middle, see if it does make any difference. Before we put this in, I'm going to sprinkle a bit of nutmeg on top. Do like me nutmeg and cinnamon. So that's nice. Oh, I love the smell of this. If only when you're doing your vlogs and videos you could get the smells with it, it'd be lovely. Now I've got to try and attempt to lift that into there. I bet the thing's still hot. This is not going to be easy. Let me just move that out of the way. This is going to be awful. Let's have a look. I have not got the steadiest of hands, so if I spill any, as long as I don't spill it all. Here we go. It's because when you've been baking blind, oh, done it. When you've been baking blind, it's hot. So it's in anyway. So now I've got to try and get it from there into there without it all spilling. So we've done that bit. Let's see what we can do. Right. Okay. Well, that's easier than getting it into the thing. Right. I might have spilt a little tad over the edge, but if I smell any burning, that's what it'll be. Not that you'll smell it, but I will, if it happens. So right, we're going to cook this at 2 different temperatures. So I put my note on the side. Well, first of all, we're going to do it for 10 minutes, well, 8 minutes on a high temperature. I'm thinking of my oven 10 minutes. So I'm going to do 8 minutes on a higher temperature at 180. So again, we're going to go and bake. Oh, we're already set at 180. And I'm going to do it for 8 minutes. So bake, 180, 8 minutes. We're off. So when that's done, I'm going to turn it down then to a lower temperature. So we'll come and do that in a minute. So it's done on the high temperature, it's turned off. I'm now going to switch it down to a lower temperature and I'm going to put it on 140 for 16 minutes. So again, I'm going to switch it to the bake. And I'm going to go down to 140. And we're going to do 16 minutes. Oh, there we go, it's bang on. So bake, 140, 16 minutes. And away we go. So hopefully, by the time that's done, it'll be looking how I want it to be looking. Not burnt, not runny. We shall see, we'll come back in a moment. Okay, so it's binged, buzzed, whatever. And we're going to have a look what it looks like. So I'm going to bring you down. Maybe up and bring you down a bit. That might be better, I don't know. Yeah, I'll try that. Let's have a look. Oh, looks okay. And the thing is, like, nutmeg seems to all gather in one place. So let's test this foil handle out. See if I can lift it. Oh, I've got the whole bottom coming up with it. I think it's stuck to the base. I've got the whole thing coming up. Oh, well, it's come loose. Well, it does lift easy, but that's a small pan anyway, so a small dish, so that's perhaps why it's a bit easier. Move that out of the way now. Just took that out of the way. So you can see, like what I'm talking about, the nutmeg. I sprinkled it all over, but it seems to come together. But it does that in my oven as well. When I cook it in the oven, I tend to find it'll go to one side. It doesn't sort of say sprinkled over the top. But that looks fine. The pastry certainly looks cooked okay. It looks like it's set all right. It's obviously got to cool. So I'm going to leave it now to cool down, and then we should be able to slice through it nicely and have a taste test. And I do love a custard tart. So yeah, I'll come back to that when it's cool. Well, I've left it cool down a bit. It's not had a chance to go in the fridge yet. I like my egg custard tarts when they've been in the fridge overnight and you come back the next day and you slice them and they're lovely. They're cold and they slice beautifully. But as I want to get this video out for you today, I'm not going to leave it overnight in the fridge. I'm going to take a bit of it now. So I'll just bring you down a moment just to show you how it is. It looks set enough. It's a little bit, well, it doesn't feel warm underneath anymore. It's just room temperature, I think, but it's ready to go in the fridge. So I think I'll just take a piece off it, just a slither. So if it's not quite set, then it's obviously because it's not been in the fridge. It still seems a bit like milky. So I'd rather have shown you this when it had been in the fridge overnight, you see, so you can see what it looks like the next day. And how, I was going to say solid, but not solid as in rock solid, but firm, how it actually looks. Hard to get out the first slice. I mean, it's okay. You can see that it's set okay, but I do like to put them in the fridge. I like the coldness of them, and I think it sets really nice in the fridge, although this is set, but still I like a little bit wobbly. That's just me. Show you where I've cut it from. As you can see, that looks nice in the middle. Looks lovely, actually. So I'm going to take a little test of it. See if it tastes as nice as it looks. We'll get some from the middle bit. Pastry underneath has cooked nice as well, which is good. Oh, that's lovely. We'll have to have a bit more of that. That's really nice. Pastry's cut nice underneath and around the edge. That's set nice, but I am going to put it in the fridge now to finish it off. So yeah, that's it for that. I definitely do one in the air fryer again. That's come out lovely. So the only thing I could have done when I thought about it afterwards is when I was picking up the dish, I put the liquid in first and then put the dish in, which spilled a little bit in there. I think that's why it stuck to the bottom bit when I brought it out. What I should have done was put the empty dish in first and then perhaps poured the liquid into that and sprinkled my nutmeg on. That would have made it easier. So next time I need to remember to do that. I'm sure somebody once did tell me to do that, but I forgot that bit. So yeah, that would be easier to do that way around. But it's cooked lovely. I'm really happy with that. So the rest is going to go into the fridge now, or I'll eat it all. So thank you for watching. Join me again next week. We'll do a bit of something next week. I picked a few bits up in the sales. Might have a day where I show you that next week, what I picked up. And we'll see what else is happening next week. So I'll come back now on Tuesday next week and I'll perhaps show you the bits I've been buying shopping. I might buy some more in between, I don't know. So I'll perhaps show you what we've had in the sales next Tuesday. And of course, Friday will be air frying again next Friday. I don't know what we'll do yet, but we'll find out next week. So thank you for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate all of you, not just the new ones, but everybody, even the people who just watch, even if you don't want to subscribe. Just thank you for watching. So until next week, take care. Bye.